last November, I went in for my routine mammogram, which I never miss. And this was actually only my fourth one, hadn't been too long. And every year up to that particular one, I was always got a perfect bill of health. Everything looked great. There were never any concerns. And then for whatever reason, this particular time, I had 3 tumors in my left breast that came out of nowhere. I did honestly, a lot of crying and a lot of, it'll be okay, but so scared that I would just become overcome with emotion and really didn't know what to do next. As a family, my husband, told me immediately, we're going to do whatever we have to do, and I will never leave your side, which he never did. And I just said, okay, well, I'll just do whatever I have to do. That's kind of how I do life anyway. And we were all shocked after my first lumpectomy, my breast surgeon included, that there was a slight metastasis in a lymph node, very small. And at that time, my oncologist decided that, the way she phrased it to me was, if you want to beat this with everything you can, everything you have, fight it as hard as you can, then I want you to do 16 rounds of ACT. And that blew my mind, because I came into it thinking I was going to be kind of, in and out. And I did not like hearing that at all. I'm a huge researcher, and when I was told I had to do chemo and I was told I was going to do all this stuff, and I said I signed on for it and said, all right, I'll do it all. I of course started digging all over the place and found out that in Colorado, actually, there were only 2 places at the time who had Delta, and my oncologist was one of them, and that could not have been a greater gift to me. And then I took it upon myself to call DigniCap and ask a few questions. And in doing that, I had a wonderful conversation with the person that I spoke with, and she said, Delta is starting to show much bigger results than our previous model, especially with ACT, so this could be a really good thing. And then one of the things I think that she said that really got me, that I thought, okay, you know what, I'm going to go for it, was she said that even if you lose it all, even if it doesn't work, when you're on Taxol, you make it through AC and you get to Taxol, you're going to start to have some regrowth, because DigniCap and Taxol do really well together. And so I thought, might as well. It doesn't really seem like there was any way that I could, not have some sort of benefit, even if it was that small. After week 1, or, our first visit, she was like, oh my gosh, you still have hair, this is great. And then as we progressed, I just kind of kept surprising the oncology team. I kept surprising my chemo nurse, who, without her, I don't know that this would have been as successful as it was. She was so diligent and so invested in my success with it. The thing that I think really got me and fueled my strength through it all was that my son, who it was 7 at the time, when we explained to him in 7-year-old terms what was going on, he was let me know right away he was really scared of me losing my hair, that was something that he wasn't sure about. There was no way to get around cancer. You can't put it off to the side and continue on with the sports routine and the school routine. It's the first thing everybody thinks of from the minute we all woke up. And if it could give us an hour or half a day or something during the day where we just looked at me and it was like, okay, it's just mom, she's doing her thing and doing what she has to do, but she still looks a lot like mom. And sometimes it felt like it was never going to end. And to get to that kind of post-healing and feeling back to myself was, I don't really have words for that. I don't.